Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be like a get ready with me / first impressions video of the Scott Barnes contouring palette and the Tati Blendiful. They just got delivered and the timing couldn't have been better because I truly feel like I'm coming down with something and I've not been feeling well. It's this weird feeling before you get sick, and so I'm just, I've been lazy and I'm just not happy. So when these got delivered, it really cheered me up and I can't wait to try these on. Now, I have to admit I'm a bit optimistic about both these products because I have used the Tati Beauty little heart thing that came along with this one. I used it to dab concealer under my eye and it worked really great. So I am optimistic, but it's very new to me. I've never used a product like this to, do makeup. So we'll figure it out. And also for this contouring palette, I am again excited because I feel like this is a very, very popular product. It was sold out and it just was restocked. So that's that. Plus, I have been using the Scott Barnes Natural eyeshadow palette and the Chic blush palette, and I have been absolutely loving these palettes. I'm going to be using these as well. And since these are so good, I'm pretty optimistic that this is going to be amazing as well. But I'm sure there will be a learning curve because this comes with so many shades. And I am like not a contouring expert, but we'll try and we'll see. And I'm pretty sure it's going to take more than one attempt. But today is just about first impressions and just, chilling and just doing makeup and relaxing. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So before we get started, I just want to mention that I've already moisturized my face and I've used my Fresh Rose moisturizing cream. It just smells of roses and it's really, really good. And unfortunately, my husband has tried it as well and he's started to like it. So I'm probably going to run out of this cream a lot sooner than I had expected, but it is really, really good. So you must try it actually. So yeah, that's my base, and now I'm just gonna go with my Shiseido foundation, and this is the shade 320 Pine, and I'm just going to just dab it on my arm, and then because I am not too sure about this tool, I'm just gonna go slowly and just dab it across all over my face, and let's see how this goes. So there it is. And I don't know, Tati says to hold it something like this, but let's see, whatever I'm comfortable with. I'm just going to dab it and then just blend it. It seems to be working fine, man. Actually really, really good. And very, very convenient, honestly. Okay, holding this the way she holds it is a bit challenging. Like, I guess I'll need a little bit of practice, but not too bad. And just dab it again. I just don't want to put too much, so I'm just trying to apply it in small patches and then blend it out. But it really blends well, like really, really well. On my nose, the foundation seems to be sticking, but yeah, I actually feel really good about this. Let's try around the nose, the tricky part. I'm just applying a little bit extra on my nose because the nose seems to be looking a little bit red. This is actually really convenient. Just, dabbing stuff like this and making sure your foundation is working fine. Like that itself is a plus point for me. Love this. Pretty smooth, right? Okay. Next, I'm going to take my Too Faced concealer, and this is in the shade Light Beige. And I'm just going to apply it under my eyes and in fact on the eyes as well, because I'm going to do my eye look after this. So applying this under the eye, on the nose, a little bit on the forehead, on my eyelid. So pretty. And I'm just going to use this side of the Blendiful and just blend this out. This is actually really, really good. And it's so soft, like it just doesn't poke you in any way, and it's just really, really soft and comfortable. I'm actually enjoying this experience. Whoa, love this. And I just have to dab it. And like, don't have to use a lot of motion, like, you know, there's not much effort needed. So I'm all for effortless makeup where I don't have to put too much and I just get instant results. Who doesn't want that? I do. Okay, so this concealer went on really well. Love this. Okay, now I will go into the Hourglass powder, and I think I'm gonna go with the cleaner side of this, or maybe I'll just use this tiny one and just apply powder on my face. While I'm doing makeup, sometimes I just forget that I have to say something, so bear with me. And this is actually really convenient, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using this a lot. This is just so tiny that it will get lost in my drawers. So just being realistic. But I think both of them will do the same job. So it doesn't matter which one you use. Okay, so this is pretty flawless. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows, which will probably take a lot of time. So I'm going to do that quickly. And this is my Benefits Goof Proof pencil. This is like the best eyebrow pencil ever. So it's my favorite. And I'm just going to go with this. And I actually, these days especially, I don't do much to my eyebrows. I just do a little bit and that's it. So that's what you're going to see. So I'll start off with this eye and let's quickly do this. So I usually just fill a little bit just to give my eyebrows some shape. And that's about it. And I'm done. That's it. I used to, like, you know, really go crazy with eyebrows, and it used to take so much time that I was like, dude, nobody cares how my eyebrows look, especially on a daily basis. So I'm fine if it's just, you know, a little bit tamed, and that's about it. Next, I'm going to do my eyes. So I'm going to go with the Barnes Snatched palette. This is such a beautiful everyday use, in fact for glam looks as well, like a really, really good eyeshadow palette. I have been using this quite a lot already, and I actually really, really like it, and it's travel friendly. Like, I have used this for my work trips as well, and you can get so many looks out of it, and it's really blendable. Like, I just love this palette. So I have been recently obsessed with it, and one of the looks that I've been wearing a lot actually is what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to go with this saucy shade. It's this, let me show you how it looks. So it's this very reddish coppery shade, and that's what I'm going to use on my eye. So I'll take my Morphe 210 brush and just apply this on the center of my eye. It's this really pretty shimmery coppery shade. Love the pigment. Going with the blending brush and just blending this a little bit. Next, I'm going to go with my Natasha Denona number 10 brush and go into this risque shade right here. And this is this brownish shade, really pretty. So I'll just pack that on the edge, and then with my blending brush, just blend it out. And it's so easy to work with. Like, these shades are just super buttery and smooth. Like, I really like this palette. Just obsessed. See that? Easy. And then I'm just going to go with my finger into this angelic shade. So this is this very holographic pinkish shade, pinkish purplish, and it's something like this. And this is something I'm going to apply in the inner corner of my eye, just like that, and bring it a little ahead on the coppery part of the eye. And that's it. I actually really like this look. I've been wearing this so much, and I'll just blend everything out. With my finger. And that's it. I'll do the other eye as well. Next, I'm going to go into this maroonish shade. It's called Porto. Man, forget my pronunciation, but it looks something like this. It's a really nice plummy matte shade. And I'm going to go with my Natasha Denona number 5 brush. It's a nice packing brush. And just I'll apply this under the eye. And these shades actually have no fallout. I have tried almost all of the, in fact, all of these shades. I didn't see any fallout in any of them. So that's why it's just amazing. I really like this. And sometimes, honestly, I prefer it over the Biba palette. I don't know, maybe too soon. But so far, I actually try to use this palette more than the Biba palette. Maybe because it's just so convenient, like the packaging and everything is just very friendly, like safe and everything. So I actually really like this palette. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done. Well, one last step. I'll take the same brush and go into this angelic shade and apply it in the inner corner. So maybe not this brush, I'll change the brush. This is the Morphe 124 brush, and it just needs something to pack this shade. Okay, now we are done. Now I'm going to apply my eyeliner and my mascara and my lashes off camera, and I'll be back. So here is the finished eye look. So I used the PatmcGrath eyeliner and eye pencil for the eyes, and I also used these Ardell wispies. I got these from Beautylish, and they were, I think, $4.50 or $5 or something like that, very cheap, and they're pretty nice. Now I don't know the name of these, it's not written in the box, but so I'll check my shopping history and find the name and put it in the description box below. But so far so good, they're pretty nice. And I also use this Monsieur Lancome mascara for the eyes. So all about the eyes. Now the moment that we've all been waiting for is to try the contour palette. So I also bought the Scott Barnes contouring brush, and this looks like a pretty good shape, so I think I'll be able to contour with this pretty easily, so that's great. Now I don't know what shade from this palette I should use, but let me swatch these and maybe that will help me. So the first one is Chiseled, and honestly I can't really describe them, they're just shades of brown. This one's Shade, it's this kind of reddish brown shade. Now what I really like about this palette is it gives this whole range of shades. So sometimes, you know, the complexion is too fair, sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's weird, like things change and your makeup changes. So this kind of gives you a whole variety of shades that you can play with according to the day you're having with your skin, I guess. So I think this should be good. Now this is this darker shade, it's called Sculpt. So I'm just gonna swatch it one more time. It's this really dark shade. And then this one's called Diced, and it's this gray shade. Now I think this is the best shade to kind of create shadows, because usually you should use, that's what I hear, you should use like kind of grayish tones for contouring. So I guess this should be a good shade. This one's called Frame. Now I'll just swatch it somewhere here. And this is also a brown shade. Let me swatch it one more time. Something like that. And this one's Slice. Now this one's a bit orange. I don't know if this is a good shade for me. We'll see. So this is kind of a mustardy. Kind of gives me an eyeshadow palette feel, honestly, rather than contouring. But I guess it would be good for adding warmth to the face. I really have to learn a lot about contouring. So this one's this Carve shade, and the last one, which honestly the name is pretty exciting, it's called Snatched. So that's Snatched. Again, this is also kind of grayish. So yeah, these are all the swatches. They honestly look pretty terrible, but I think these are the two gray ones, and this probably is a little gray for like darker skin. This one is probably best for the lightest skin tone for shadows. Anyway, I think I'm going to use this one. Forget what this one was. I think it was Diced. I'm going to try starting with Diced. Let's see. So I'll take this brush and I will go into Diced. I don't know. I'm just a little skeptical. And I'll go very slowly and just apply it. Oh boy. This is quite dark for me. Let me blend this out and let's see. So when Scott Barnes does makeup, like he just contours the shit out of your face, and it's just amazing. Like, did you see JLo? Have you been following JLo? Like, doesn't she look amazing? He just does a fabulous job. Oh wow, that blended out amazingly. You see that difference? Oh, I love this. Initially it scared me, but wow, love this. So this is Diced. Nice. All right, let me do the same on the other side. It blends out very, very easily. Maybe I don't need to use this gray shade right here. Like, I think it's enough to just use it for creating these shadows and just stop. Like, I can use other shades for the other parts of my face. Okay, I'll use a darker shade. Like, I think I'll use the Snatched shade, the darker one, for my lower face, because this double chin needs a much darker shade, I feel. This brush is amazing, by the way. I'm loving it. The shape is interesting. It's just very tapered and just convenient to use. So when I contour, I try to take it really back so that there are no like harsh lines that show up. I'm loving this. Okay, now let's see, what other shades can I use? I want to go with something that is mild. Like, I think I'll probably use Chiseled. This is like a slightly warm shade. Yeah, a slightly warmer shade, and I'll just apply it somewhere here. Okay, that was a lot. Bad idea. But I'm gonna make it uniform. Okay, that is crazy. I think I should fix this. To fix this, I'm just gonna take the Blendiful and just the foundation side, I'm just gonna rub it on the contouring part, and that kind of just mellows things down. This technique is basically for any type of, you know, if you over contour something or just fixing something, you can always, not with this, just in general, if you're using a foundation brush, you just use that and just tap it wherever you want to correct things, and that's it. So yeah, since we're using the Blendiful today, you can obviously dab this and just fix any over powdering that you may have done. This looks pretty snatched. But I think I'm just tempted to use another shade. So maybe I'll use this I'll use Frame. So this is this brown shade, and just tap it a little bit and just create a little bit more shadow. And maybe I'm overdoing this and it's not really needed, but who cares? Wow. And I really need to correct things here. You don't want that line to come too ahead like it's happening here. So you need to correct that. Okay. I think I'm pretty contoured. Probably over contoured, but that's fine. Now I'm going to try the blushes. So here is the Chic Cheek palette, and you can see that it's already messy because I have been using this and only using this palette for quite some time now, and these are just beautiful shades. And this highlighter, I don't use any other highlighter now because this is right here and it's amazing. So it's actually a cheek topper, but I use it as a highlighter. It just gives me that perfect shine that I need. Now I'm just thinking, what shade should I use? I'm probably going to use Sweet Cheeks. Actually, let's try this one first, a little bit dark. It's called Crush and Blush. And I think I'm gonna do a separate review, swatches and everything of this palette. But for now, I'm just gonna apply this and we'll see how this goes. So I'm just gonna apply this dark shade on top, and here I'm gonna use a different shade. I love this plummy shade, especially in the winters. It's just amazing. And I'm just dabbing it, like it's just, this blush palette is so good. It's just effortless. You just dab a little bit of these shades and you're done. I know I should have tied my hair. It's just a little bit annoying, but oh well. Okay. So that's the plum shade, and you can see that pink hue showing up. Love that. So with another brush, I'm gonna go with Sweet Cheeks. So this is this plummy, not plummy, peachy shade, and just apply this on the apple of my cheeks. And I might go a little overboard than I should. But these are really pigmented, so they, like, can you see? This is a lot. And the best part is you can actually mellow it down with the minimalist shade. I actually really like this idea because this is a light shade. You just apply this on top and it just brings everything together, mellows things down. Like, it's so appropriately named, minimalist. It just helps you blend everything and just lighten it, and you can just control the amount of blush you want on your cheeks. So it's perfect. Oh boy. Let me just apply this a little bit here. Love that. All right. Next, I'm going to go with this highlighter shade. It's called Glowy and Showy. And I found this MAC stippling brush. It's really, really old. It's probably my first brush, which I might have bought like 15 years ago or something. And I found it, and the other day I tried highlighter with this, and it works so good with the highlighter that I've been using this brush a lot. So I'm going to do that today. And I'll just apply this on top. I'm not topping the entire cheeks with this, even though it's like a blush topper, but I'm just going to use it just like a highlighter. And look at that shine. I absolutely love this palette. I'm very surprised that this palette is not sold out. Like these blushes are so good. Honestly, they should be sold out. They really should. I'm just going to apply some more here, just because we want that JLo glow. Did you guys see the halftime show? Can you believe that woman is 50 years of age? I mean, she is just fabulous. That performance, like Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, nailed it. It was one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows I've ever seen. One update on the foundation. So because my nose is super dry, you probably can't see in the camera, but it does appear like it's flaking out. I don't think it has anything to do with the Blendiful. It's just my skin and probably this Shiseido foundation. Gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation. Sometimes it works really well, but on some days it just doesn't. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on this foundation. I actually like the Lancome foundation and the Dior spray foundation better than this. And of course my PatmcGrath foundation. This one is okay. I'm just applying. I think I'm just bathing in highlighter at this point, but who cares? So that's the glowy highlighter from the Chic palette. Okay, so I am not going to be contouring my nose. I usually don't contour my nose unless I have applied a lot of foundation, which I haven't today, so I am good. So I'm just gonna line my lips, and this is the PatmcGrath Undone lip liner. And that's what I'm gonna do. Now, Scott Barnes contours lips pretty radically and they just look amazing. Like that pout comes out and it really looks good. But I tried it once with another contouring shade and I looked so funny and stupid that I can't try that. I have to learn that technique before I do it for you guys. So for now, we're just gonna line my lips, and I think that's the most pout we're gonna get today. This is actually one of the best lip liners. I think the Charlotte Tilbury ones are also really good. I enjoy both of these. So that's the lined lips. Next, I'm gonna take my Hourglass gloss. This is the shade Unreal. So I'm just gonna apply that. Love this look. I think I look pretty snatched. I don't know about you guys, but I do. And I'm just gonna top it with the Fenty gloss, the pink one, just for fun. Ooh. I actually, just an update, I did try the JeffreeStar Morphe spray. I thought it was giving me like bumps on my face, but later on I tried it again and it was fine. So I think it must have been something else. So I'm gonna use it again, and it just smells really good. Whew, I feel so fresh right now. Okay, now let me just wear my earrings and I'll be back. All right, so this is the final look. I've got to admit, I think my face looks snatched. I love this palette. I love all the three palettes, and I actually really like the Blendiful as well. I absolutely enjoyed doing my makeup today, and even though these palettes, especially the contouring palette, looks a little bit intimidating, I feel the results are pretty damn good. I love it. And I was just looking at myself and I feel like I just look different. Like, I know I do contouring with other palettes as well, but somehow after using this palette and the combination of the blushes and everything, I feel like I just look different. Like, I look glamorous. Like, it's a little hard to explain, but I do feel it's there's something about this that's very different, and it's just, even though I am not like a makeup full expert, the effect I got is pretty professional. It gives me that feeling. Of course, I'm sure professionals, when they use these palettes, I don't know what magic they can do. I mean, when I can do this, I'm sure others who are much better experts than me will be like rocking this palette. So I absolutely love this contouring palette, and I think I've abundantly made it clear that I love the blushes and the eyeshadow palettes. Those I have used a lot, so I know that they are amazing. But this palette, first impression, love this. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this a lot throughout this year. So yeah, and also the Tati Beauty Blendiful, amazing. The brush, the contour brush was super convenient. I mean, but when you first apply, it feels like, oh my God, it's a lot, but it actually just blends the whole thing very easily. So love this as well. Now that was all about the Scott Barnes and the Tati Beauty Blendiful stuff, and I absolutely love my look today, like I said. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel. And until the next time we meet, bye.